What's going on, folks? This is your boy LB the Realist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. Just a little shameless plug there. So just really quick, I wanted to go ahead and discuss what was going on with the presidential election. I've been butthurt ever since Bernie Sanders officially endorsed Joe Biden. It is what it is. Bernie Sanders, was a very inspirational figure. He's one of the people that inspired. He's the person who inspired me to actually get into politics myself. So, it was really sad to see him exit the race. But now we have a race between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. A turd sandwich and a douche, a giant douche. So it's literally a South Park episode, especially with COVID and everything else that's going on in today's society. Did you guys hear about that blast in Dubai? Oh, not Dubai. Was it Dubai? Where was it? I forget. You guys know what I'm talking about. The big explosion at the fireworks factory. That's crazy, right? Anyways, I don't mean to get off subject. I just thought about that right now. But anyways, we have Joe Biden and Donald Trump right now. And before, I would say in my videos that Donald Trump was going to wipe the floor with Joe Biden, especially since at the time this was kind of pre-COVID. Going into COVID, it was still, we really didn't know what was going on. But ever since Donald Trump and his administration has been dealing with this COVID situation, it seems as though that support for him has gone down and support for Joe Biden has gone up. Now, that may be because, Trump is in office right now, and people tend to put all the blame on people that are in power at the moment. And Joe Biden, all he has to do is not show his face that much and just don't speak. And, most people would gravitate towards him because, people don't like Trump, or, Trump is a very polarizing figure. So lately it's been very good for Joe Biden in the polls. Even Fox News has to admit that Joe Biden is wiping the floor with Donald Trump right now in polling. Even though, fun fact, I wrote this down, Trump raised $165 million this past July, outraising Joe Biden. So interesting to note, but the polling shows that Joe Biden is in the lead right now, and if the race were held today, he would most likely win. It's not over yet, but this is what we're looking at. It's quite frankly amazing to me because a few months ago, I would have never believed that that Joe Biden could beat Donald Trump at all. Like, I would have put money on it. But I guess this whole COVID-19 situation really opened a lot of people's eyes. A lot of people are frustrated with the administration right now. A lot of people are frustrated with politics in general, but especially at, the people that are in charge in the Senate, the Republicans and the Republican administration, the Trump administration right now, for their handling on this whole pandemic. So just a few points here, just that I wrote down that I thought that I wanted to speak about in regards to the whole election, Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. Biden actually refused to take part in the Democratic convention in Milwaukee due to COVID-19. So he declined to accept the nomination in person. Which really goes to show that this whole election is so screwy. They're not even bothering to show up anymore. And, it makes sense. I mean, if we're really in a position where we thought that we were over this, but the numbers start increasing again, now California is one of the worst hit places. It overtook New York somehow already. I just don't understand. But this is the reality. People are wearing masks everywhere we go. It's now mandated by a lot of organizations. People are being fined. People are being harassed. People are being bullied because they're not wearing masks, which I don't agree with. And I do understand that this is a pandemic, and we have to do our parts to keep everyone safe. That's why I do wear my mask. But again, I don't agree that people should be body slammed on the floor because they're not wearing a mask. Or I don't agree that, people should mob up on people and literally form a lynch mob or a mob with torch. Like, come on, it doesn't call for all of that. That's just my personal opinion. I understand this is a serious situation, but we shouldn't lose ourselves because of it. Okay? If you're that worried, stay your butt at home. Stay your butt at home. We have all sorts of services that you can order if you're that concerned. If seeing a person without a mask is going to drive you insane to the point where you're going to react violently or you're going to verbally be abusive to someone, then you should not be in public. Then if you have an underlying condition and that bothers you, then you should take the necessary precautions. But don't verbally abuse someone and don't attack somebody because they're not, they're not thinking like you're thinking, okay? This is America. Whether we like it or not, people are going to do what they want to do. And we can't infringe on folks too much, too much, okay? But anyways, so Joe Biden is refusing to accept the nomination in person. He's actually considering a few different people for his vice presidential nomination. The two people that a lot of people are talking about right now are, let's see, Senator Kamala Harris of California, which we're all familiar with on this channel. She ran for president. She exited the race and then later endorsed Joe Biden, which, led to his lead. And we also have National Security Advisor and Ambassador to the United Nations under President Obama, former President Obama, Barack Obama, Susan Rice. So he's considering Kamala Harris or Susan Rice. He's been holding one-on-one meetings, and he plans to hold more one-on-one meetings to further decide who he's going to pick for his to be vice president. He's also considering Representative Karen Bass of California. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name. I'm not really familiar with her that much. As well as a third potential option, according to insiders familiar with the campaign, which actually Karen Bass was the third option. The fourth possible option would be Representative Val Demings from Florida, who was, Orlando's police chief, or possible Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, former Georgia House Democratic leader and 2018 gubernatorial nominee. Stacey Abrams is also in for consideration. So altogether we have Stacey Abrams, we have Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, we have Representative Val Demings of Florida, we have Kamala Harris of California, and we have Susan Rice, as well as Karen Bass. So really 6 different people for consideration here. Did I get it right? Yeah, Karen Bass, Susan Rice, Kamala Harris, Val Demings, Keisha Lance Bottoms, and Stacey Abrams. So 6 possible people here. They're insiders are narrowing it down to either Susan Rice or Kamala Harris. Who knows? I really can't call it at this point. But if I had to flip a coin, well, not really a coin, but if I had to make a prediction here, and we all know how I am with predictions, but if I had to make a prediction here, I'd say he'd pick Kamala Harris, just because she actually ran for president already. She's, very pop. She's pretty much popular around the country now, and she's been popular in California for a while. I think he'd choose Kamala Harris. That's just my prediction. I'm just throwing one in the air yet right now. If he doesn't choose Kamala Harris, then I'd say somebody like Susan Rice. Susan Rice. My third option would be Stacey Abrams. So Kamala Harris, Susan Rice, or Stacey Abrams. I say Susan Rice because she's been around for a while and she's a Democratic insider, and they probably have some kind of connection like that. Kamala Harris, she's more of the face. She ran for president, so she's more familiar, at least to me. More people might be familiar with Susan Rice because she's been around for a while, but Kamala Harris is the one that I'm really familiar with because I guess she came out around the time that I got political. So those are my predictions there. That's what's going on in regards to Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Yeah, a douche and a turd sandwich. This is what we're dealing with, folks. I really, I'm not going to be voting for either one of them. I don't know how you feel, and I don't know how, I don't know if you guys would blame me for possibly giving the vote to Trump or giving the vote to Biden. I can't consider myself. I can't do it. I'm not voting for Kanye West either, for simply because he's black or because he's better than Biden or better than Trump. They're all, in regards to this political race, they're all garbage. They're all high quality garbage, and I can't do it. You know what? It's so crazy. My dad even told me that he can't see himself voting for either one of these candidates. And he's a hardcore Democrat, a dedicated Democrat. He's the person I argue with in regards to, certain progressive policies and, who's a progressive, who's not a progressive, who's really doing their job. He's a hardcore Democrat. He would call himself a progressive, but he understands that he's not as progressive as I am. He's more liberal. And he even said that he can't see himself voting for Joe Biden. So that tells you everything you gotta, that you need to know about this election. Is high quality garbage. Until next time, folks, like this video, share, comment, subscribe. Do all of those things so we can help get the numbers up. If you support me, go ahead and like this video. Comment at the end of the video, because it helps more people to see the video and all that jazz and all that gibber. Until next time, folks, links in the description. Catch you on the next one. I'm out.
I gotta maintain, I gotta move on, I gotta move fast, I'm moving too slow, I can't be stagnant.